Hi, my name is Sharyn O'Neill and I'm a photojournalist for the local newspaper, The Morning Bulletin. My grandmother is an artist. I do remember her all set up in her shed and bits of art and bits of paint and everything all around, so that was always a fun place to explore. But my own personal memory is obviously with a camera, and it was her camera that I first got to play with, and it was an SLR, and it was a lot of fun just exploring that, and that I think is where my passion for photography has come from. I take photos every day. I do some stuff for myself, probably not as often as I'd like to. I do have some of my artworks though hanging up on the wall at home. The collection's amazing. It's such a variety of topics, of styles. There's something for everybody. I guess there's a lot of history, a lot of local work, which is amazing to see. Yeah, it's just a fascinating place to have a chance to have a browse through. I think knowing that some of the work that you were looking at and thinking, wow, that's amazing, knowing that it was a local artist was really good to know. You don't always appreciate that we have such a talent in this area, whether it's current talent or whether it's talent from long ago. But we do have a great amount of talent in this region, and it's good to encourage that. Oftentimes when you think of an artwork, it's not always as big as some of the ones, and the one I've picked today is on the larger side. And it's great to have something that's so big that you don't always have the chance to hang something like that in your own house. I chose Entanglement, Inversion by Annette, Bezor. This is actually the second time I'd seen this piece, and it struck me the first time as well. It's an immense painting, but it's just the feeling that it gives you. It's the emotion behind it, the colour, the style, just everything. It's something that you can look at and see something different every time. There's so much in it. It's something that you don't have to get close to look at. You can stand back and just absorb it all. I'm just trying to think of the word. It's intoxicating. The soft pastel tones mixed with some of the brighter colours. Just the overall emotion that comes out of the colour scheme grabbed me first, and obviously then the larger pictures that form part of the overall painting. It features women, and it features women in a soft light but also in a strong light. It's a positive painting for me as far as women goes. The smaller sub-features make it an earthy sort of emotion. You've got swans, if you look closely, there's other animals. It's just a really organic sort of image, really earthy but really motherly as well. It makes me feel proud to be a woman for starters, but it has a real, for me, the colour scheme has a real peaceful mood to it. You've got three rather large parts of the painting that are different but all the same. They're different women's faces or parts of their body, and they can take your imagination, each individual on its own, but then when you put it back into the whole context, there's just so much to look at. I like the colours, the soft pinks, the pastel-y sort of tones that bringing into richer colours. So the colour scheme in particular really appealed to me. It's vibrant but being in a soft way. It's not too overpowering. Once again, I think it's an organic sort of thing. You've got areas that are growing into other areas. The more you look at it, the more you see. Lots of layering, lots of texture. I think it ties in with the idea behind what she's painting. It is multi-layered. The texture of the painting is not always smooth. There's rough areas as well as smooth areas. Some of the facial features are very soft, yet you go down to where the organic matter is, and some of it's quite rough. I guess it's all different sides of human nature. You wonder what some of the elements are relating to. You've got three different faces in there. You've got swans. It could be an egg. It could be just shapes. There's lots of things in there that make you wonder what is she trying to say. But it's what it brings back to your own self. So it makes you think, what does it mean to me? And to me, it means it can be the two swans are paired for life. It could be something about eternity. Could be new growth, new life. There's so many different things that it can make you feel. The faces in the picture are quite peaceful. You've got two with their eyes shut, and the two with their eyes shut do give you a sense of peace. They're pleasant looks on their faces. There's nothing in there at all that makes you think of anything dramatic. It's soft, it's peaceful, it's womanly. You can tell she's a woman, just the way that she's portrayed, the different elements. I guess you can tell she's a woman purely because of the way she's treated the subject. It's done with love. To me, it looks like the artist is trying to say about women being one with nature. That could be one element. There's lots of other elements. Even with the name, once again, that can also mean many different things. It can be entanglement. You've got the different nature elements. It can be entanglement within yourself, finding your own true inner self, your inner nature. Once again, it can mean a lot of things as well. So it's what you take away from it, and that's, I think, for me, is the best point of art. It's what it brings to you. To me, the artwork says that the artist is certainly interested in finding her true self, her inner self, her natural self. It could also be about finding her natural partner, her natural life, her natural lifestyle, finding out where she comes from, where she's going to. There's a lot of elements in there, but it's also, it could be a confusion about she's entangled in where is she coming from. For me, art is a very personal thing. It's what it makes you feel. To me, it doesn't matter who did it or where it came from. It's what it's about and what it actually means to you. And looking through some of those pieces today, it's just brought back memories of my own childhood. There were some pieces there that reminded me of the travels my family went on. Some of them reminded me of history, of the way Australia used to be, even overseas. It takes you on a journey, and that's the best part. It's a personal journey. You can have 3 people go through, look at the exact same things, and they've all been on a different journey. So for me, that's what art is the best, and I'm glad I had that chance to do that today. It's good to see that a lot of local artists have had a chance to have their works displayed, whether they're past artists or current artists. It's good to see such a wide variety of artists, Australian and overseas artists here. For anyone that's never been here, you're really missing out. There's such a wide variety of things to look at.